Good morning, YouTube. Happy Tuesday. So, how many of you guys have already read the Office of Chair Brendan Carr's proposal? His proposal, as you can read, is the onshoring of call centers. Crazy. Last year, when we all thought we were going to go to the one-to-one consent and it didn't go that way, I shared with all of you that my thoughts would be that if the one-to-one consent is done with, there's going to be more focus on these call centers. And here we are. In this report, they're going to be voting this month on several proposals regarding the use of offshore call centers by certain U.S. businesses. And I'm pretty confident that the insurance industry is going to be on that list. Because, again, the amount of people that complain about unsolicited calls, most of it having to do with insurance-related topics, is just out of control. Not to mention that this article also shares that 70% of U.S. companies are outsourcing at least one department of their business. And the risk, again, it says it right here. Take a closer look. The over-reliance on foreign call centers is a risk to privacy, data protection, and even national security. Jeez Louise. What about all those call centers doing pre-closed final expense deals? Like the federal lawsuit I'm involved in right now, where my public evidence filed at the federal level shows these offshore centers posing as life insurance agents, collecting information all without a license. Think about that. If you guys want to read this article, I will post the link below so you can check it out. But think about this. If this goes into effect, our lead quality is going to be better, and we're going to have a lot less issues with all these unsolicited calls that kill our ability to reach people on the phones, because now all the technology is designed to block robocallers and people like myself that are selling insurance. What are your thoughts? Again, for me, my thoughts, I'm happy this is happening because it's going to bring a lot more regulation, especially to all the overseas stuff. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what they come up with. So, how will this affect you? For a lot of you guys that depend on overseas call centers to help you with your lead generation, it's going to be a blow if the state makes it so we can't hire people overseas to help us with this function. Because, hey, 70% of companies, according to the chairman, are using some capacity of having an overseas center. And the advantage is obviously that the cost is a lot lower. That's why companies like myself over the years have outsourced in that nature. But if it does happen and they, make some more regulations or, what they talked about in that article, tariffs, think of how much more expensive it's going to be for you to generate leads. Again, all because we got a lot of people that are buying these type of leads and are not doing their due diligence, are not training these centers overseas. And these centers overseas are making mistakes all the time. And in some cases, they're not making mistakes. They're deliberately breaking all the rules when it comes to calling people to sell them some goods or services. For me, I'm happy this is happening because we're going to have a lot of less illegal calls if the government does step in and put some more regulation. And also, we'll have people that pick up the phone a little more. Because right now, people are getting bombarded every single day, myself included. And my personal cell phone is on the do not call registry since 2022. I don't publish my phone number for any business relation at all. And guess what? Every single day I'm getting called, I'm getting harassed, I'm getting verbally assaulted. Because yes, I had somebody yesterday call me a bunch of things and they threatened me. Why? Because they hate me talking about these type of issues. But again, I believe it's good if you're running a call center operation and you're doing everything by the books. This is great news for you. I also believe that, the ones that aren't doing it by the books, they're the ones that are going to get kicked out. And now with all of these, new fines or something, it's going to be a lot harder for people to do business over the phone. And also, I believe it's going to put a lot more pressure on companies like mine to make sure that each one of our agents and associates, affiliates, is also trained on these telecommunication laws, which is very important. Again, I'm in federal court right now fighting 3 people in a company over harassing calls to my private cell phone. And on top of this, I've been on the do not call registry for 3 to 4 years, and they're attempting to sell me insurance. Tell me that's not wild. But again, if you're watching this and you want to check out that article, again, I'll post it here in the comment section. I'm going to get my day started working on the phones, helping folks with their final expense. And I hope you guys do too. And again, it's not if, it's only a matter of when. If we don't do our part to train our agents or, do our part eventually, they're just going to make it so much more difficult for us to do business over the telephone. Peace.